just before beginning this jump rope session. Doing a few calf raises there just to loosen up my feet, get the back of the legs warmed up. And for this session, I'm using a 1/4 pound cross rope and wearing Paluva barefoot minimalist shoes. I just rotated my ankles there for a few seconds and tapped my feet against the bottom of the ground to activate the feet and get the proprioceptive nerves ready for jumping. It's quite chilly at the beginning of this jump rope session actually, so I began wearing a hoodie, but I took that off as the session progressed, beginning with a few crisscrosses and boxer skips, trying to stay light on my feet with these boxer skips. And I believe I did a few double unders in this warm-up as well. And because of all the double unders, I got quite warm. I was doing quite a bit of painting in the morning before this jump rope session, so I was really looking forward to getting out and jumping rope after that jump rope session. Again, there I'm doing some calf raises, just loosening up my feet, my ankles a little bit more. I was already warmed up before this jump rope session, but sometimes it's no harm to further loosen up your body during an actual jump rope session. So as you can see now, I'm wearing a t-shirt. I took my hoodie off. It's amazing, even if it's cold outside, once you get moving, once you get active, how quickly your body warms up. So hopefully during this video, you might see a move or some kind of a combination of moves that you might like to try yourselves. I perform a few moves that you will have seen in previous videos, but I perform them maybe in a fashion or in a way that you might not have seen before. So maybe you might want to try something similar. This is one of my favorite jump rope boxer skip variations. The first time I saw something performed like this without a rope was in the Rocky boxing movie series with Apollo Creed. Apollo was demonstrating some pretty cool footwork to Rocky, moving from side to side, and I tried it with a skipping rope, and then I added my own kind of mix into it years ago, moving around in a circle as well. So I've got a tutorial video on that boxer skip move where you jump rope in a horizontal fashion from one side of a room or space to the other. I believe I have the video labeled the boxer shuffle. Here, I'm doing double unders while moving around in a circle while moving through space. So I went from the wall towards the camera while moving around in a circle. And here is a move I believe I created several years ago. You do a crisscross and then you uncross and do a double under. Here, just doing some double unders while moving away from the camera towards the wall. And this is a cool combination, doing some alternate foot heel taps while moving around in a circle. So this is similar to what I was doing before with double unders, except I'm using the alternate heel tap. So I'm moving around in a circle, but also covering space. So I began this move close to the wall, and I'm doing it in a circular fashion towards the camera. So it's a great way to add a little bit of complexity, a little bit of challenge, tests your coordination a little bit more when you perform a move moving around in a circle while also moving over space or from one area to another. So I was moving around in a circular motion while moving from the wall in the background up towards the camera. And now I'm just taking a little bit of a breather, just enjoying the sights. Starting to get even more warmed up now. Just threw my hat on the ground there. And some boxers, double under crossovers. After doing those boxers double under crossovers, I remember just sitting around for a little while, walking around, then I started cooling off again. So on went the hat again. Some side swings, and I remember, I went into double unders after the side swings. I believe I did maybe 20, 25 double unders. And then afterwards, I did a few more side swings going forwards, and then I just walked backwards. Walking backwards like this is good for the feet, good for the knees, to develop strength and coordination. And then I kind of repeated that sequence. I did some side swings going forward. And then once I got close to the camera, I went straight into 20 or 25 double unders again. So I performed this sequence of doing side swings while moving forwards before doing about 20, 25 double unders in a row. A couple more side swings as I'm doing now. And then I just did some gentle recovery backwards walking before repeating that sequence. So I did that for, I believe, about 5 minutes. So moving backwards slowly, and the side swings are kind of like an active recovery in between the double unders. So the idea is not to come to a complete stop, but rather do a little bit of a recovery action before doing a more intense drill, in this case the double under. Notice here when I'm doing these double unders, I'm not jumping that high off the ground, and although you can't hear my feet landing, even while performing double unders, I still try to land on the ground rather quietly with minimal impact. I highly encourage you to do a little bit of backwards walking. It can be very good for just the health of your feet, and it's also really good for your knees as well. So oftentimes when I'm jumping rope, if I'm performing, say, freestyle skipping, I might go into some intense jump rope moves, and then I'll take a break. But rather than come into a complete standstill, I will just walk around, perhaps backwards as I'm doing now, or forwards from side to side, or any which way really. But even when I'm recovering in between a more, say, intense jump rope move, I like to stay active. I like to just keep moving, even somewhat slowly, as opposed to come to a complete stop and just sitting down. I'll do that from time to time if I've really pushed it and then I just want to enjoy the surroundings. But oftentimes I will either walk around or maybe go into like a squat. And even while I'm in the squat, I just move my body around a little bit. So when I'm doing these sets of double unders, I'm doing, I believe, 20 to 25 double unders per set. So the idea is not to exhaust myself. It's to up the intensity a little bit before going into a little bit of recovery skipping. So if you're trying to increase the number of, say, double unders that you can do, a very good technique is to do many sets, but fewer reps in each set. So if you can do, say, your maximum number of reps is 20 in a row, maybe do sets of only 10 or maybe even 6 double unders in a set, but do many sets in any given workout. And if you keep doing that, you'll accumulate a lot of volume, and you'll also get very good at performing double unders. And then if you do that for a few weeks, don't be surprised after the end of those few weeks, can you do a lot more than your original 20 double unders in a row. So here again, the double under. If you're trying to learn the double under, I've got several tutorial videos on my channel. I've helped some people who were really struggling with even doing one double under. They put in the practice, they practiced persistently with patience, and now those same people can do hundreds of double unders in a row. I know a couple of guys who were able to do 100 plus double unders in a row backwards even, would you believe? And at the beginning, they couldn't even do 1 or 2 double unders in a row. So it's quite amazing what we can achieve by doing a little better regularly. Just not giving up. If you love something, you enjoy doing it, just keep putting in the effort, stay patient. It's amazing what we can accomplish. These barefoot minimalist shoes, you see the sole of them. The sole is really cool. The combination of the black and white looks awesome. And it's just, they're an incredibly comfortable barefoot shoe. I love wearing minimalist shoes. I've long worn minimalist shoes, but these are kind of another level minimalist shoe. They really do mimic walking barefoot, but you have the added benefit, of course, of having some protection on the sole. All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. And on the screen right now, there's a picture of the cover of my book, Jump Rope Johnny and the Inspiring Mr. P, which is available on Amazon. I'd love it if you'd check it out. All right, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone.